So the one question that keeps popping in the smartphone world is, what makes a flagship a flagship? For me, the flagship is a device which has all the high-end features with almost zero compromises so that it can be targeted toward as much different types of users as possible. For example, the Galaxy S21 series or the iPhone 13 series, they are for gamers, photographers, videographers, selfie takers, for people who stay on social media all day, or for someone who just hate charging their phone every once in a while. So that brings me to today's question. Is foldable now a mainstream flagship? The reason for the question is because of this guy. This is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3, a foldable device from Samsung. When this phone was launched 6 months ago, it made a lot of headline for one thing, and that wasn't the fact that it had a folding display, but it was the fact that it had a folding display at the price it was launched, which was $1,000 or $1,550 here in Australia for the entry-level model. So in a lot of review videos, people said foldable is now affordable, or that they can recommend affordable to everyone because it is now priced reasonably. Okay, first thing first, $1,000 for a phone, especially in 2022, is neither reasonable nor affordable, no matter what kind of feature it has. If a phone is priced at 4-figure, it is expensive, period. And second thing, quality in this world always costs something, in this case, money. If a phone is cheaper than usual, there is an absolute guarantee that some form of cost-cutting measure was applied, which brings me back to the Galaxy Flip 3. Now, this video is not me saying that the Galaxy Flip 3 is a bad phone or you should not buy it, or no. It is one of the coolest phones out there in the market, but instead, this video is me analyzing where the foldables are right now when it comes to becoming a mainstream flagship. So, the biggest issue with all the folding devices that we have in the market right now is the price. They actually push more customers away with their price rather than attracting them with their specialty, which is the folding display. With the advancement in the mobile tech, we have seen a gradual increase in the smartphone prices over the past 5 years and more, to the point where it actually has killed one group of smartphones that we used to call flagship killers. Because there are hardly any smartphone nowadays who offer flagship specs and feature at a lower price. They either have to undercut way too many features or simply had to use a mid-range processor. So to make a foldable cheaper, company will have to adopt a similar strategy, and Samsung kinda did that with the Galaxy Flip 3. So in order to say that the foldable are now a mainstream flagship, it has to overcome 3 hurdles: durability, software, and price. Now, durability is definitely not an issue anymore. I've been using the Galaxy Fold 2 for the past 18 months now, and the device is still running without any issue when it comes to inside display, the hinge, the folding mechanism and all. With experience, Samsung has come a long way with the UI, and also the support for the foldable have also gained a lot more pace than before, and I'm very confident that in the near future we will have even more fine-tuned software experience, especially designed for the foldable. So that brings me to the price, and this changes everything. Now you have to understand that the folding display right now is a feature, which is the reason for the extra bump in the price. To make it more understandable, imagine 3 circles of dilemma or confusion for all the smartphone companies. In one circle, we have phone with the folding display or the high-end flagship features, but are super expensive, like the Galaxy Fold, Huawei Mate X. In second circle, we again have phone with the folding display, which are relatively cheaper, but has a compromising specs, like the Galaxy Flip 3, smaller battery, elastic camera sensor and all that. In the final circle, we have a regular smartphone with premium flagship specs, still relatively cheaper, but has a non-folding display like the Galaxy S21 Plus. So in order for a foldable to become a mainstream flagship, it needs to merge all the 3 circles and give us a device which has a folding display, premium flagship features while being relatively cheap. And right now, that is not happening. Take the Galaxy Flip 3. I personally would never recommend this phone to anyone if they ask in general which phone they should buy. Now the reason for that is there are so many phones that destroy the Galaxy Flip 3 at the similar price point. Take iPhone 13 Pro Max for example. Now, first of all, is this a fair comparison based on the type of devices they are? Absolutely not. But is this a fair comparison based on the price? Well, kinda, almost. Just hear me out. The Galaxy Flip 3 for 128 gigs model cost me $1,550 in Australia, and the iPhone 13 Pro Max for the similar model cost me $1,800. So for the same storage, the Galaxy Flip 3 is $250 cheaper than the iPhone 13 Pro Max. But the overall experience after using the phone makes the iPhone 13 Pro Max a far better value for money in comparison. Now, it's not because the iPhone is delivering more, because let's be honest, this phone is still crazy expensive, but it's because the Galaxy Flip 3 is massively under-delivering for its price. So the basic foundation of my argument is that if you are spending 4-figure on a smartphone, you should not be making too many compromises to adjust the device into your daily routine. Like as I said earlier, a flagship is something that can be targeted toward every single type of user. When I purchased the Galaxy Fold 2, the only adjustment that I had to make was to be extra careful around water and sand because the phone does not have any IP certification. With the Galaxy Flip 3, firstly, I had to adjust to the narrow display form factor, which to be honest wasn't that big of a deal, but the deal breaker for me was the battery performance. I just could not enjoy anything I was doing, not because the phone is laggy or the display quality is below average or the phone feels cheap or something. No, the reason is I always felt unsatisfied as I have to be extra careful to not let the phone die in the middle of the day. Now, I could easily rectify this by carrying a power bank and a USB cable, which is definitely not an issue, but then I keep thinking, hang on, I paid $1,550 for this crazy phone and it's only been used for 6 months and I'm already struggling to enjoy it to the fullest. Did I really pay that much for a device just to carry another power bank with me all the time? And to make things worse, majority of the time when a smartphone gets older, the first thing that gets affected the most is the battery. This is the Galaxy Note 8, which was released back in 2017. Right now in 2022, there is no issue with the display. Performance is as expected super laggy, but for general purpose the phone surprisingly is still manageable to be honest. But the phone has a screen on time of less than 90 minutes. I can imagine the Flip 3 having a similar issue later on. So, in my opinion, foldable have a long way to go to actually becoming a mainstream flagship. Just because Samsung decided to make it cheaper doesn't mean it should be recommended to everyone. At the end of the day, if you are spending that kind of money, the device should only make you feel happy, not frustrated. You should be going all out on that phone and enjoy it while using that phone, rather than just folding and unfolding and physically uploading it, which for me has been the biggest issue during my use with the Galaxy Flip 3, which brings me back to the 3 circles of dilemma, where the problem is at the similar price point, there are so many amazing non-folding phones out there that are far better option than the Galaxy Flip 3. On top of that, the feeling of complete satisfaction and security that you get after buying any gender non-folding flagship is still missing with current foldable. The excitement and emotions does goes to another level, but the feeling of nervousness and lack of complete faith regarding the durability or any time the phone drops on the floor and gives you a mini heart attack does spoil the overall feeling. Like if you buy the feature pack no compromise folding phone like the Galaxy Fold, you won't be able to enjoy the phone like a baby all the time because the massive price you had to pay will kick you every single day, and that just spoils the overall excitement. And if you buy a cheaper folding phone, then compared to non-folding phone at a relatively similar price, you are going to miss out on a lot of feature, and eventually you will have to make a deal with the fact that for the similar price you could have easily gotten a much better phone overall. Now the point of the video was not to downgrade the Galaxy Flip 3 by any means whatsoever. Like if you are the Galaxy Flip owner and this video offended you by any means, then I sincerely apologize from my heart, as that was definitely not the intention of the video. As I said, the Galaxy Flip 3 is one of the coolest phones in the market, but it needs a lot of work when it comes to balancing that price to feature ratio. Also, the video was not to discourage anyone from buying any kind of folding phone. Absolutely not. But it was to generate a bit of an awareness. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much you love a company, whether it's Samsung or Apple, you have to understand that it's a business. They are here to make money. They are not giving their phone to us for free. They are charging premium prices for it. So it becomes our job to understand the device and its real world use and whether the device is a perfect fit for your day-to-day lifestyle or not. For instance, if you are a heavy gamer who does 5 to 6 hours of gaming every single day, the Galaxy Flip 3 should be the last phone in your mind if you're looking for a new device. So to summarize everything, I still believe foldables have few hurdles to overcome before giving us that ultimate satisfaction and reliability that so many non-folding flagships have consistently given us for many years in the past. But the good thing is that the companies are doing their best, tech is improving all the time, and more importantly, competition for the foldable is now seriously heating up. So whatever happened, I am hopeful we the consumer will be the ultimate winner in the end by getting the best for our hard-earned money. That's been it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you guys soon.